Hello, my name is Ilah. I am a graduate of the North Bennett Street School's Jewelry Making and Repair program, and I use CAD in my jewelry design. I'm going to show you how to make a really basic leaf in Rhino. Most of my commands I am going to type in on this line here, but I do sometimes grab a few. So we're going to just start with some basic lines. Down here, I make sure that some of my O-snaps are on so things meet up. And to no particular scale, I'm going to draw my leaf profile. And this isn't a specific leaf, it's just something that's going to look organic and leafy. If you were to import a picture, you could obviously make this look much more realistic and like a very specific type of leaf, but we're just going for leafy. And I'm going to do a really thin leaf. So now that we have a shape that we like, we're going to do our profile. And we're going to do that on the side. And this is if you were to sort of cut this leaf in half, what would the cross section look like? I'm going to do a pretty sort of low dome. You do want to make sure that the ends of your piece are lower than the sort of center part so that the leaf doesn't dip too far. We'll do something like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's the nice thing about organic shapes. So now we're going to orient. And when we do that, we want to make sure that our copy is on and our scale 3D is on. And we're going to grab the two endpoints of our cross section and I'm going to lay them down on the two midpoints of the leaf. You can have multiple profiles and they can kind of change shape. That's another way to do some different things. And we're going to sweep. We're doing sweep 2, and we're selecting the two sides of our leaf as our rails. We're going to start with this point. We're going to pick our cross section, and then we're going to end on a point. And there's the front side of our leaf. The easiest thing to do is also make that the back side of our leaf, so we're going to mirror. And there's a little bit of space here because as we scale things down, we just want to make sure that we have enough width in our loft just to close this up. And we'll join everything together. So now we have this leaf. And you can obviously use your profiles to play around and keep making other leaves. You can also manipulate this particular leaf by using your transform tool. So as you say bend it and scale it and taper it, you can make it look like it's a leaf from the same world as the other leaf, but not the exact same leaf. And that's helpful when you're doing a model. You don't want it to look like you've just copied the same thing over and over and over again. But you do want them to look like they came from the same tree. Do something like that. And you can use this technique to build flowers and even animals and filigree. And you could make a whole little bush like that. And you can make these individual parts and store them and then bring them in and use the gumball feature to put them on your ring or anything that you'd like to do. So that's how you make a really basic organic shape. Now as you scale these down, you might find that parts of them get too thin. So you do kind of want to know where you might be wanting to put these leaves before you start your design, but there's always ways to fix that, and it's a great way to just get started with some pretty organic shapes. Thank you so much, and again, my name is Ilah, and I am a graduate of the North Bennett Street School.